Congratulations, you got a position, celebrate. But pretty soon, start thinking about two critical concepts. How do you make the most successful transition into the position, and how do you plan for success within it? Transitions in life and work are always times of excitement, but also stress, challenges, and risks associated with the unknown. And the more the transition is into work or life unknowns, the more important it is to plan ahead for them. Unknowns can include moving to a part of a country or a world you're not familiar with, balancing needs of yourself and others with whom you have relationships, and many more. Work transitions are also huge. Having worked with hundreds of early career faculty, I can say without hesitation, this transition makes any other stage of research training pale in comparison. So, since transitions are complicated, do everything you can to plan for them starting almost the day you accept the position. Don't wait, time will fly. After you have finished negotiations, continue to communicate with your new colleagues with any questions you have. Some of the questions you may have, hesitate to ask before, now are okay to ask. Things like what is customary with our work culture with respect to flexibility of working hours and days. Even if you did not choose to negotiate for dedicated mentoring or similar guidance, find out exactly what kinds of resources are available for those just getting started in this position. Don't hesitate to ask for things that are reasonable, keeping in mind that everyone wins if your transition is smooth, not just you. Some questions will be best directed to human resources, others to whom you will report. If you know or got to know someone in a similar position to yours or a bit ahead of you, consider using them as a peer mentor to ask them what was most important to them during the transition and if there's anything they wish they would have done differently. Bottom line, don't just hope a transition goes easily. It's your responsibility to guide it. And believe it or not, before you start the position is a time to actually start thinking about your future success within it. This may be harder or easier to do depending on how close it is to what you're doing now or have a lot of experience doing. Here again, even before you start, it's not unreasonable to have conversations with those just ahead of you or those you report to about how to start planning for success. Remember, your success is their success. You are looking out for them as much as yourself. Few new employees think about how expensive they are to replace if they don't work out or leave. Industry has learned this a long time ago, which is why they typically have more and more elaborate systematic processes for helping new people get started and become successful. Remember the individual plan that many of you had to do as a graduate student or postdoc and wondered why bother? Or if you've not heard of the IDP, Google it. You can also think of it as a career advancement plan. Creating a written plan that others can help you review can be invaluable for any new position. Yearly milestone goals can help you judge progress and identify barriers. What you cannot afford in any new position is drifting along alone. If you look at those who are most successful in any career, it does not just happen by luck, it happens by plan. And it happens by seeking feedback and guidance from those who are already successful. Industry typically has a more robust process for providing feedback and developmental support, as they know the cost of failure of a new hire. Academic science is more based on the individualistic survival mode. But many academic institutions are becoming more proactive about mentors for junior faculty and feedback systems to identify problems early and providing help as needed. When you're seeking mentors, be sure to consider mentoring for what? That is, identify very discrete needs and look for those who can mentor to meet those needs. Requests for smaller, clear specifics are more likely to be agreed to than generic mentoring. Guidance and support for new hires will vary across other job sectors, but whatever is available, take advantage of it. A common factor for people who don't thrive and succeed in any position is isolating themselves and resisting help. During the first year or two of a new position, you might want to revisit some of our course modules, as they are highly relevant to any new professional chapter in life. Such things as thinking of your environment as a community of practice, reflecting on your social identities in addition to your scientific and other professional identities and how importantly they all are to you. The bottom line is that thriving and succeeding in a new environment requires conscious effort and plan. If you just sit back and hope it happens, it might not. Be active, not passive.